The Yu-Gi-Oh anime has been going on a long time, with 7 spin-off series and still counting. Some people don't know that the Yu-Gi-Oh anime is still going on to this day. So I'm here to let you know, yes, children's card games are still used to dictate society. There are all kinds of Yu-Gi-Oh anime watchers. You have your Yu-Gi boomers, aka the people who have only seen the original series. You have people who have only seen Duel Monsters through 5Ds. You have people who have seen Zexal, Arc 5, and/or Vrains. And then a rare select few who have watched the Rush Duel shows. On April 4th, 2020, a new Yu-Gi-Oh show began in Japan called Yugioh Sevens. Believe it or not, it's the 7th Yu-Gi-Oh show! Crazy, I know! Not a lot of people have watched Sevens and its successor Go Rush, and there are many reasons for this. For one, it centers around a new type of dueling called Rush Duels, which is a simpler way to play the game, but still a lot of fun. If you haven't tried it, go to Sevens World and Duel Links because it is a blast. Another reason is accessibility. Sevens and Go Rush aren't available to watch in Japanese legally. They're not even on Crunchyroll. Now, Sevens has been dubbed completely into English, so if you want to watch it legally, you can go to Hulu or Disney XD to watch it, and I would recommend the dub because it's so much fun and probably the best Yu-Gi-Oh dub we've ever gotten. I'm not even joking, it's a top tier dub.
Hey, Darrow! Need I remind you of rule number 637? Private aerial vehicles are strictly prohibited anywhere on school grounds!
Okay, I hear you, Gavin. But what are rules anyway? They're just speed bumps created by the man to slam the brakes on our freedom. Don't let the elite control you, Gavin. And I'm late for math class.
Now, the dub for Go Rush just got announced, so soon Go Rush should be legal to watch. But if you want to watch it in Japanese, your only options are sketchy sites that risk giving your computer a virus. And then some people just straight up don't like the art style. I think it's fine, it's not like the past 6 Yu-Gi-Oh shows, but that's because a new studio started working on the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. The original show, All the Way to Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, was done by Studio Gallop. But after Vrains ended, Gallop stopped producing Yu-Gi-Oh! It does make sense based on all the production issues that plagued the end of Arc 5 and all of Vrains. But despite the simpler art style, I still think it's fine. This studio straight up has some of my favorite character designs in all of media. Now, most people watching this video probably know nothing of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, which is completely fine. I'll explain the gist of it. Basically, there's a city in the near future called Goha City that runs duels and is basically a strict dictatorship where even trading your trading cards needs to be watched over by the drones governing the city. The show's main protagonist is an 11-year-old named Yuga Oda who wants to install his own rules to put dueling back into the hands of the children and make dueling less rigid and strict. To be fair, I see his point. I mean, I open up Master Duel. I duel in rookie rank. I play a fun deck like Wind Witch or Lunalight, only to get my butt kicked by a meta deck doing a combo that takes so long I can do my taxes and take a trip to Japan and back before I even get my turn, only to have all of my plays negated until I cry and turn off the computer! Sevens has a lot of fun and colorful characters with wacky personalities and little gimmicks that make them unique and a bit crazy. And one of my favorites is Gakuto Sogetsu, or Gavin in the English dub. Since I've watched the sub, I will be calling him Gakuto for the remainder of the video. Gakuto is the student council president of Goha 7th Elementary, and the heir to the Sogetsu style of dueling, which is basically him hiding a kimono under his normal outfit, which, seriously, how does he do it? How does he not overheat? How? The main tradition of the style is to duel without touching his cards. That lasts about an episode before he gets bored and decides to hold his cards like everyone else. Gakuto was introduced to us as a very strict rule follower, immediately chastising Yuga for bringing his duel bike to school and freaking out when he found out Yuga opened his duel disc. He ends up getting involved in the birth of Rush Duels only because he went after Yuga to scold him and ended up getting caught up in the plot and forced to stick around. But as he hangs out with Yuga and crew, he starts to loosen up around them and get involved in the adventures. This leads to him realizing he's slipping and tries to stop hanging out with Yuga and crew and shut down Rush Duels in the school. As he duels Yuga, he realizes he really does enjoy Rush Dueling and just wanted to have a fun duel with Yuga. And as he loses the duel, he starts to develop as a character. After that, he always has the back of Yuga and crew, fighting against Roa, Nail, Asana, the Goha siblings, or anyone who threatens Rush Duels. Gakuto is the oldest in our core 4, being a 6th grader while the rest are 5th graders, and kind of takes on the role of chaotic older brother in the group. Think Giovanni Potage from Epithet Erased, but instead of trying to be an evil overlord, he's just a class president with too much responsibility. Seriously, in the first ending, he puts a blanket over Yuga as he's sleeping, which is literally the cutest thing ever. I seriously love these 4 as friends. They remind me of the core 4 from the original series, but Gakuto and Roman are infinitely better than Tristan and Taya because they actually duel and contribute to the plot. Gakuto's journey in Sevens is all about learning to let loose, finding his own path within the Sogetsu style, and striving to become a better leader to those around him. He starts to let loose around Yuga and the others after he loses to Yuga in episode 4, but the real kickstart to his development was when Ranze, or Rain in the dub, left his side. This makes Gakuto realize he needs to become an even more distinguished duelist, and that's his motivation for entering the Rush Duel tournament with Luke and Roman. In the finals of the tournament, Gakuto ends up the underdog in a duel against one of Seven's most powerful duelists, Nail, aka the only duelist with a stable and constantly working maximum monster, and the duelist who only ever uses his maximum monster for most of his duels. Yeah, most of the community didn't think Gakuto was gonna win this duel. Gakuto was a nervous wreck during most of this duel, and with all these nerves, alongside the pressure he put on himself to become a more distinguished duelist, he has a nervous breakdown in the form of one of the most disgraceful things I have ever seen in a Yu-Gi-Oh show.
Hey, everybody! Happy cozy! Come on, come on!
Gokting. Oh, it's so cringe. I can't even watch it. No, I'm done. Whether I like it or not, Gakuting is a huge part of Gakuto's development. In his attempts to make himself better and keep forging his path forward, he tried something new and silly, which ended in a bust so bad that Rinosuke, or Reno in the dub, told him he should never duel again. Yikes. But with everything that was against him, Gakuto stood back up and fought Nail in one of the greatest duels in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7. Even got a draw off of him. Seriously, no one, and I mean no one, was expecting this. Gakuto really outdid himself in the tournament arc, got Ranze to come back to his side, and became a hair worthy of the Sogetsu style. This all comes full circle at the end of the show, when Ranze and Rinosuke have to get his memories back and imitate his Gakuting phase. This gets through to him, reminding him of his ancestor Gakugen, reminding him that he's only able to truly move forward with himself and the Sogetsu style by breaking free of tradition, something Yugioh Sevens itself emanates with its plot and rush duels. Gakuto ends the show a stronger and better leader, and seeing him learn to let go of tradition and embrace the crazy things going on around him, it's so much fun to watch. Gakuto is such a fun, chaotic energy to watch in this show, and he's one of my favorite characters in Sevens. Like most characters I've analyzed for 5 months, he's a good boy, and he's so kind. Seriously, episode 4 shows us how crazy being student council president is. He was literally playing rugby, teaching people math, repairing the school roof. Bruh, is this legal? Where the hell is the freaking principal of the school? Regardless, he's a sweet fiend, and he's one of the best characters Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens has to offer. Let me know what you think of Gakuto down below. Or if you haven't watched Sevens, let me know if this character analysis might have piqued your interest. This is Queen of Penguins saying peace out and happy belated Pride Month.